Hey YouTube, Mark Coffman here, and today I'm going to be just doing a sharpening video. This is nothing special, nothing really planned or anything like that. This knife here is sharp. I just tested it before the video, and I believe it is just fine. It's got a pretty toothy edge. I don't really like mirror finished blades, really, when it comes to these kitchen blades or kitchen knives. But in the kitchen, I just like it to be sharp. I want it to be able to cut, but this one is not like sticky sharp. It's still sharp, it cuts, but I'm just going to tune it up. But the other knife that I'm going to be working on is this one. This is the Vosteed Stallion series, and this is their 8-inch chef's knife. And they sent me this for review, and I've been really enjoying it, and I've really wanted to just get a sense of how it feels in the kitchen. But it comes in a really nice little box here, and then it comes with the blade as well. So this is an 8-inch chef's knife, and I've liked it. It's good. It does a great job, but it was not very sharp near the tip, but it was very sharp near the heel and in the middle. But when it came to the tip, I would do a draw and cut, and it just felt like the tip wasn't all that sharp. I mean, it's still sharp, it'll cut, like it slices through paper just fine, but near the tip there, it kind of starts to lag. So you can see there, it's got a few wear spots, like right in the middle there, and then right here, it kind of starts to drag a little bit. But you can see that it's still a very, very sharp knife. But for me, I'm just like, you know what? I might as well just kind of touch both of these up and see how this feels. So they are using DIN 4116. So this is a variation of the German 4116 steel, but this is, I believe, coming out of Japan. So it's a little more sturdy. It's going to be a little more rigid than the German 416. So I am having some sparkling carbonated water here. And then I'm going to be using mineral oil on here. So let me get all that paper off here. And let me just kind of just put a little bit of mineral oil on this stone. Now you can use water or WD-40 or whatever you want on Arkansas stones. And I've used WD-40, I've used water, soap and water, you know, and to be honest, WD-40 is fine. Some of these are fine, but when it comes to food safe stuff, I usually go with the mineral oil. It's just a little bit better. So I'm going to get this out of here for right now. And I'm just going to start on here. Let me get myself some more space here. So let me put this up here. So I have had a pretty nice journey when it comes to pocket knives. Now let me see here. Let me get my angle. Okay, yeah, that feels good. So I've had a pretty nice journey when it comes to pocket knives, and recently I have, that's a little too steep. Let's see. There we go. So I have gotten a Chris Reeve Sabenza. I've got a Chris Reeve and Cosi. I've had a I've had a small Sabenza, etc., etc. I've got my Benchmade Osborne, and I have my Kershaw Blur. I have a few other knives, and I've been watching Cedric and Ada's channel, and he is just kind of in a lump. You know, he's kind of found what he likes knife-wise, and he's really enjoyed a lot of knives and sharpening and testing a lot of the steels. But lately I have found, now if my technique looks a little off, it's just a tight space here. So I'm just trying to make the most, because right here is the end of my studio, and I'm just trying to make the most here of my space. So I feel sometimes that I'm in the same boat as him when it comes to knives. There is really not a lot of stuff out there that is really kicking my fancy. And I have found a few Wii knives that I've really enjoyed, but the thing is, a lot of these Wii knives I've seen don't really look like they stack up to a Sebenza. I mean, they're really nice quality and everything, but man, when you get a Sebenza in hand and you have that lock bar, it's really nice. And I've really not found anything other than full-on customs that I would find myself actually using. My Hinderer XM18 was nice, but the thing is it did not use Chicago screws, and I really like the idea of having those just in case if I have to take it apart. I sold it primarily because I just did not like the customer service I got. I gave them a call to see what they could do to get the screws loosened up or if I should send it in, and I never heard back. I called twice, and after that I was just like, you know what, it sounds like they don't really care about their customers when it comes to the customer service, so I'm just going to sell this off at a loss. Now, I've been tempted to get a Eclipse, but even then, I'm just like, I want a knife where customer service is number one. So Hinderer's knives have left the building. Now this is so much sharper. Just a few passes on an Arkansas stone, and we've got one little snag there. One little snag. I think there might be a little bit of a chip. But this here is very, very sharp. This is kind of almost not the best at doing this, but there's a little bit of a chip in there somewhere, but I am not concerned about that because after use in the kitchen, this is going to be very, very useful. You don't really have to have a mirror edge on a kitchen knife, to be honest, and when it comes to these carbon steel blades, they strop up very easily. So this is a Ontario, the True Edge Ontario, made in the USA. Right there, you probably can see that. And this is their old hickory line, and they've been making these for many, many years. So I feel like that there is sufficient. I'm going to just do a very light pass, very, very little pressure. And that is Bob's your uncle. Okay, so all finished there. So yeah, that's fine. So let's see how the Stallion from Vosteed does. Now, I've been using this for about a month, and it's a very, very nice knife. I have quite a few things to say about it, but I'm not going to say anything right now because I want to leave that for the review, but I find this to be a fine knife. This is about a $50 knife, and I think for the money, this is very, very nice. Very, very good kitchen knife. So, first off, I haven't touched this up at all, only on a steel, but there is a burr that is on this left side of the blade. And for me, that kind of has been a little bit of a hiccup in the kitchen. So I'm actually going to distress the edge. That might sound horrible, but it's just got to be done. I just want to get rid of a few cracks. Not cracks, but a few chips in the blade that I have in there. So okay, I've gotten all those out. Very, very easy to do. And now I'm just going to solidify my angle and then go across. Now they have a steeper angle. Their angle is like this. I'm lowering it down to almost 20 degrees. Okay, feels very good. And I'm just making a new bevel. Feels very good. This steel is very easy to use. Reminds me a lot of 420 or 440, but I don't think this is as good as 440. This is a very, very easy steel to sharpen. So I've already got my burr. I'm going to take it back And let's move some of this oil back into the center. You do not need a lot. Like when it comes to this, you don't need a lot. And let's get the tip. Now, a lot of people still ask me about sharpening, and I do not really make this a priority. Like, I just try to sharpen until it's good and sharp, and if you know how to hold an angle and you're able to do this consistently, you're going to have a sharp knife. You don't really need to have the absolute perfect edge. So here we go. And now cleaning up the edge. One thing that made me very sad recently that I found out is that Stephen Wolf, I don't know his real name, but he passed away. He was one of my YouTube idols when it came to sharpening, and a lot of my technique that I use is based upon his techniques. And I found out he passed away. Talked to his girlfriend, I believe it was, or his widow, and she informed me that he passed away. So that was very sad to hear. He was a young man and really had a great gift when it came to sharpening knives. So that was very sad to hear. And that is very sharp. That there is a very sharp knife. So thought you guys would enjoy this sharpening video. This is just a very quick video, and it's not shaving sharp, but it's very sharp. Now I am just going to just use no pressure at all, just the weight of the blade, and just finish that off. And there we go. It's nice and sharp. Ready for another month in the kitchen. So this review should be coming out very soon. I'm almost completed with my evaluation on it, but I thought you guys would enjoy a sharpening video. It's been a while. So till the next one, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.